Hey guys, I am Daisho, and I am here bringing you some Hearthstone, and at the request of a viewer, I'm going to try out this Shaman Ancestral Healing deck, and one of the main combos in this deck is using Ancestral Healing with the Black Knight to just destroy any creature, or using it with Injured Blade Master to just, on turn 3, get a 4-7 with Taunt. It's like, apparently it's a better, it kind of seems like a better combo than Injured Blade Master plus Circle of Healing. Other than that, it looks like it'll play similarly to a Shaman control deck. The only difference I made between this deck and the list that I saw was I took out one Feral Spirit and I put in Cairn, because I don't really like Feral Spirit that much. I've never really liked it. You're paying way too much mana for what you're getting. You're getting 2/2/3s and you're paying 5 mana. So I don't know. It seems like you're always paying too much for it, and this deck already has a lot of things to do on turn 3. It's got Unbound Elemental, Injured Blade Master, and already one Feral Spirit, as well as a Mana Tide Totem. So I feel like you just don't really need another 3-drop. So I took out one of the Feral Spirits, put in a Cairn. Could end up being a mistake, but it makes me a little bit weaker to some earlier aggro decks, but it definitely makes me stronger against the late game deck. So to be honest, against Hunter, I honestly don't want to play more than 2 creatures out ever, and I think that, honestly, I guess I just think that Shaman kind of loses to Hunter anyway, but, Injured Blade Master plus Ancestral Healing should really help out. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into a game. Of course, ranked matches, because, not gonna test this deck out or anything. That would be way too smart. See if it's actually good before I risk my ranking on it. But to be honest, I'm not too worried about it. I'm rank 7, so I still have a ways to go before I get to a rank that I care about. And at this point, if I lose 2 games in a row, it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is getting win streaks, and once you get win streaks, keeping them. So I'm not on a win. Actually, I might be on a win streak now. We'll find out. I don't think I am. I think I lost to some puppies. Unleash the Hounds. Hey, more puppies. Alright. As I said, I don't think that this matchup is very good. Well, Injured Blade Master should be pretty good in it, so I'm just going to keep both of those. Am I? Or should I just keep one and try and mold to an Ancestral Healing? I don't really need 2 of them, but I do like the fact that I can coin into it on turn 2 and still have a good turn 3 play, so I think I'm going to keep them. Alright, so did not get the Ancestral Healing, but I still have 2 draws before turn 3, so yeah, we'll see. I think that it'll actually be really, really tough to beat. I guess I should have mulliganed one, just for that reason, that it would have been really difficult for my opponent to beat me after dropping a 4-7 on turn 2. 4-7 taunt. Those are just absurd numbers. A 4-7 taunt. That's like, the only thing that's bigger than that is like the 8-8 taunt or the 5-10 taunt. But yeah, Lightning Storm, not really good against Hunter. Usually the only time that you need a Lightning Storm is after they play a big Unleash, and then after that they already have a crazy board anyway. Alright. So I'm definitely just gonna play this Injured Blade Master out, even if I don't draw the Ancestral Healing. Playing a 4-3 for 3 is not bad, and I think that's the reason why this deck is playable, because giving your guys taunt isn't bad with Ancestral Healing. Playing this guy as a 4-3 for 3 isn't bad. So just all those things combined make it so that none of the cards that you're playing are too individually terrible. Ancestral Healing is pretty terrible, but it combos with enough stuff that I think it's worth playing. Alright, Unbound. I guess I'll drop an Unbound here, in case I want to play like a Stormforged Axe or something like that. This does mean that I'm going to hold this thing forever, basically. I'm never going to play more than 3 creatures on the board. I'm just not going to use my hero ability. It's not worth giving, especially with the later versions of the Hunter deck. Wow, that's pretty. My opponent's, excuse me, I'm just congested this morning or something. But yeah, my opponent is probably playing the version of the deck that is really just doing everything in its power to get to the correct, to get to Unleash the Hound. So I'm only gonna give him 2 draws off of Starving Buzzard. So yeah, I'm actually gonna cast this. It's a little bit awkward because it means that next turn I can't cast the Azure Drake, but I think we'll be okay. And I do like his decision not to kill my guy, and instead going for the face, particularly because it's not really too valuable for him to get rid of my guy, because he can just get more draws off of Unleash the Hounds. But we'll see what he does here. I mean, he's facing way too much damage to just try and race this, I think. I mean, 9 damage a turn, I'll kill him in 2 turns at this rate. It'll actually be less. No, well, I can't kill him next turn. Alright, so there is a secret. Gotta make sure it's worth attacking here. I think it is. There's no real point in playing this out first if I'm gonna play it out at all. But yeah, we'll see what this is. It's just an explosive. Okay. So now I need to make sure it's worth playing this Defender of Argus or not. So it'll give him another guy, but it'll give my guy's taunt, and I think it's gonna end up being worth it. And I've got a pretty good shot at killing him next turn. He can't really just attack this, because obviously his deck's not playing any taunt. I was at 19, so there's an argument for just not doing this because it gives him extra draws, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I do have the Lightning Storm, so I can get rid of his board. I have an Injured Blade Master to refill. And he's basically got to clear my board. I mean, sure, he's probably got 1 Timberwolf, so then that'll allow him to get rid of the taunts. I can Earthshock this guy. I don't even have to use a Lightning Storm. Still play this Azure Drake. Okay, so he's got a secret. So just because... Oh, but he doesn't have... Alright, so if that's an explosive trap, then I'm not in good shape. Unless I cast an overload spell. Oh man, there's so many things to balance here. So if it's misdirection, then I probably win. If it's not, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do here is shoot this. Kill this. Alright, I'm just gonna play this thing. And this should be good enough. We'll attack here. Yeah, alright, it's just explosive trap. Okay. Very good. That was pretty close. There was a couple things. If it was like Snake Trap, then I didn't want to just attack his creature first. If there was... Although, actually, I did want to attack his creature first, because then that means that I automatically would have won. But, yeah, I mean, that game... the super secret tech combo didn't really come into play since I didn't draw Ancestral Healing. It would have been an amazing draw, though, at any point in that game. And it was just... I mean, I guess having the 4/3 out there was really useful in that matchup. Just being able to hit him for, what, 12 damage or something like that? Maybe more, even. I just played a couple of big creatures on 3 mana, and that's kind of what my deck wants to do. Gave him taunt with Defender of Argus. Alright. So we're playing against a warrior, so I probably just want to keep this Hex. Unbound Elemental, not really. I don't know. And this matchup is pretty much exactly the opposite. I just want to keep playing totems. And they don't really do that much for me. Especially, I don't think, yeah, my list doesn't run any Flame Tongue, so my totems don't really do anything. It's a little annoying. I guess my 1/1s can attack him for one. Yeah, this matchup seems pretty tough, actually. I mean, it's got... I guess I have a bunch of removal. I've got Hexes, I've got Ancestral Healing plus Black Knight, I've got Earth Shocks, just plus, like, Lightning Bolts and stuff like that. I think I'm just gonna go for a Feral Spirit here. Don't really want this Armor Smith around. I mean, it's not, like, a big deal, which is why I'm not so concerned. But I also want to play that this turn so that I can start playing these guys on 5. Getting some velocity, drawing to my better cards, my combos and stuff like that. I mean, this deck also, it doesn't just have the Black Knight combo, it also has Leroy plus Rockbiter plus Rockbiter. Alright, that was a pretty good Cruel Taskmaster. Whirlwind. What was that about? Alright, I'm gonna guess these guys trade now. Oh, he's gotta... If he's gonna execute this, I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Okay, you got it, my friend. Alright, should I Earth Shock kill that? Probably not. I'm just gonna make a totem. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted, but honestly, if it was a 0/2 totem, it would have been fine as well. If my totems are ever able to trade for anything, then that makes me happy. So here's a Chillwind Yeti. Not really sure what to think about that. Well, before I do, just go ahead and kill. Let's think. I don't really have any good plays. Playing this and Ancestral Healing is not so good. Honestly, it might just be play an Azure Drake, get it killed by that, and then, yeah. Well, we'll do this, see what our draw is. Karen, that's a pretty good draw. Alright, I was actually gonna hit this, but that's okay. I still have this Earth Shock, so I can play an Azure Drake plus an Earth Shock next turn. And then, I mean, basically, Earth Shock plus 5 mana traded for this Chillwind Yeti, but since the Drake replaced itself, actually I can just go even better. I can go Gadgets in first, and then Earth Shock, and then draw a card off this guy. I'll get at least one draw off it. I can draw another one right now if I want to just cash in this Ancestral Healing. But since I've got the Blade Master already, I don't think that it's quite worth it. And my opponent's already used an Execute. Whirlwind. Is he about to use his other Execute? This is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it, my friend. I mean, I understand why he did that one. That one makes a lot more sense. But he is really far behind right now. Now I wish I'd use the Ancestral just to draw a random card, because now I have 2 of them in my hand, and they don't really do that much. Gore Owl. Okay. I mean, that's a thing. We'll get there. I don't have any oozes in this deck or anything, so that's not a concern. But at least this does put him out of range of using... Oh, actually, I can... Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, and I can... Oh, I should have done this first. That was a mistake. I hope I don't get brawled here. I mean, this is a lot better in the early game, but right here it makes him unable to kill with the Gorehowl. Kill anything with the Gorehowl. He's already used 2 Whirlwinds, 2 Executes. Shield Slam does almost nothing now, because I just got rid of all of his armor over the last 2 turns. He could have like a Shield Block plus Shield Slam combo. Brawl, as I said, was very bad here, but at least I got to keep the 4/7, which was probably the best. But I mean, it was good here, but it wasn't like incredible. Alright, there's an Unbound. Honestly, I'm just gonna play this and make a totem. Making totems actually is pretty good right now. All the taunt totems that I get are just insane. I definitely am in a commanding position right now, especially if I draw the Black Knight, because then I'll have 2 ways to kill anything, plus a silence. Alex Straza. Alright. What's he get? He's just gonna kill the Stone Claw Totem? Okay. Alright. So what's my best way to kill Alexstrasza here? I think I might just have to Hex it. Let's play this thing first. It's a little bit annoying, but I think it is the correct play. I really don't have a good way of dealing with it. I have to, like, I mean, I guess I could just Rock Biter this and attack it, but I think that this puts me in a much better position to win the game. And I can pretty much just overextend with impunity here, because very few people run double Brawl. Well, my opponent has been making some okay, sure, you got it. He's been making some questionable plays, so I'm really not sure even what he's doing. But we actually might have lethal here. This is 9, 11. Yeah, this looks like lethal by a lot. Let's just do another count. So he's at 13, and this is 9 plus 11, 14. Okay, so that was a pretty easy win. I can't really say that that was my deck or my opponent's deck's fault, or that my deck did well or my opponent's deck did poorly. It was kind of just like bad play. I don't know, maybe he really didn't have any other good options and he couldn't deal with any of the things, but I did present him with a lot of threats. It could be that his deck wasn't constructed well. I've never really seen Chillwind Yeti in Warrior control, and I don't really think that... I think actually Chillwind Yeti is on its way out right now. It just doesn't really have a place in most of the decks. But, let's see. Well, we've got an Injured Blade Master and an Ancestral Healing against Hunter, so sounds good to me. Mulling to like a Rock Biter weapon or a Lightning Bolt or an Earth Shock I think is pretty good here. So I'm actually very happy with this hand. I am considering whether... Okay, well I definitely won't now. I just have to make a decision right now if I want to Lightning Bolt it or Rock Biter it. I want to Lightning Bolt it, but I want to do my Injured Blade Master thing next turn. So I'm going to take the extra damage and waste the Rock Biter. But, I mean, chances are this game won't go long enough where Rock Biter plus Wind Fury is going to be relevant, because then I have to draw exactly Wind Fury. Alright, Loot Hoarder is fine. As long as my opponent's not playing Deadly Shot, I am good. Oh, come on. I am going to be in very good shape right here. I mean, this is such a gimmicky play, but oh man, I was really hoping that, I guess I didn't pay attention last time, but that the Golden Ancestral Healing would give my guy Golden Taunt. Golden Taunt is like the coolest thing. That's the only... Okay, Golden Taunt and Golden Weapons are the only ones that I think look really cool. Yeah, so he's got nothing here. And I have no real motivation to make totems. So, let's just attack him. Pass turn. Because I don't want to give him extra cards off of Starving Buzzard Unleash the Hounds. So he can actually draw into answers. He's probably just going to attack my guy here. Nope, guess not. Alright, that was a great draw. Something that I actually want to play, and they give me an extra card out of it. There's a Leroy plus Wind Fury. I'm actually pretty close to killing him. If I still had that... Actually, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Okay, he just threw both of his guys away. That, probably plus an Unleash. Yeah, see, this is exactly why I don't want to ever do this. He's got a Timberwolf too, I'm sure. Coin. Is this another Unleash? No? Whoa. This is a weird little mixture that my opponent's playing. Lightning Bolt. I don't have my opponent dead, do I? This is 12 plus 8 plus 4. The only problem is there's no guarantee that this guy... Okay, well, let's see. 12 plus 4 is 16. Yeah, that wouldn't kill him. It might just be worth playing Cairn, killing this, and passing. This is a tough spot, actually. I'm very close to winning. If I had just kept the Rock Biter, then I would be able to win next turn. Most likely. Yeah, I would have just hit upstairs. But I think that this makes more sense than doing any other shenaniganry. It means that I don't have the kill, but I think it's still worth it. I mean, as long as he just attacks here. Okay, so he's gonna play that, and he's not gonna kill my guy. He's gonna rely on the explosive trap, presumably. That's actually just an insane draw, right? Let's see, we can't. Alright, so if I lightning bolt him down to 18, attack in, this dies. Then down to 14, Leroy, Wind Fury. There's only 12. Alright, so we're just going to do this. It's going to be an explosive trap. Alright, and now my opponent's at 12, so I'm actually just going to... what am I going to do? Am I going to hex something? I don't know if I want to hex something. Yeah, I can hex something and then just lightning bolt the thing next turn. So I'm just going to hex this. Like, put myself out of range of dying, I think, is really just the play I want to make here. And then next turn I can just Leroy plus Wind Fury and lightning bolt any taunters. So I should be okay. Oh, I could just get kill command. Okay, I'm not going to just straight up get kill commanded out, but I still actually could lose. No, I cannot lose. Alright. So I actually beat Hunter twice when I thought I would lose both of these games, but that's pretty crazy. King Mukla. Alright, so we still got this. Don't even need the Wind Fury because I have all these lightning bolts, but it's fine. Alright, so yeah, got 3 straight games with it. Got myself a nice little win streak down to the bottom of 7. And those were some fun games. I definitely enjoyed playing with this deck. It's a little bit unorthodox, but I kind of like that. I kind of like adding combos that you don't really expect. It's got a couple of combos in the deck, but it's actually still really powerful of a core. It's got good removal. The best removal these days. I mean, Hex is probably the best removal spell in the game right now. And that combined with the Black Knight being able to kill stuff. Maybe I should find room for a big game hunter in this deck too, just to make myself have like an infinite way of killing my opponent's stuff. Honestly, I think that Lightning Bolt could go for a big game hunter. We'll see. I mean, I really don't think Lightning Bolt's that very good right now in the metagame. I guess it's at its best against Warlock aggro, and in that situation, it's probably worse than Earthshock. But you know, I mean, it's not bad. Maybe Mana Tide. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see more of this deck. So far, the 3 decks that I've played: Warrior Control, Druid Ramp, Shaman Healing. All of them have been pretty successful and pretty fun. So yeah, I'm definitely willing to play any of them. Mostly I'm just playing Warrior Control. I've been doing really well. The only deck that I've been struggling with is the Puppy deck. Unleash the Hounds has been a beating. Yeah, I can read off my stats right now. The main ones are I'm 7-0 in Warrior Control Mirrors. I don't know if that's because that's how I build my deck, or that's how I'm just good at playing them, or blind luck, but it's definitely been pretty good for me. Against the Warlock aggro deck, I'm 5-1, which I'm not even sure if that's supposed to happen. I actually think that I am not really favored in that match. And then the only one that I've been having trouble with is Hunter aggro, or Hunter Beasts. I guess I called the other one the version. Or actually, I just played against a Beast deck. It wasn't any other version. But yeah, so I'm 3-3 against Hunter aggro, and I'm 0-1 against Hunter Beasts. But yeah, pretty much most of the other things I've only lost to once. The only deck that I've lost to more than once is Hunter. 1-1 against Murlocs. I think that Murlocs is a worse version, or it's a worse matchup for me. My deck is pretty slow, and it takes a little while for me to actually get going. So Murlocs is a little bit worse. But if I draw my Whirlwinds on time, then the matchup is very good, because Whirlwind tends to just be a Wrath of God, just kills everything. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Bye.